Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, YouTube. It's James Keeling here in my creative series. Now, I must admit, it's been some weeks since I actually did the first video, where I started with a bit of a grid of quartz with an idea in mind in creating a massive, great big temple. Let me just show you a little bit about this. It's raining and it's night, by the way. I thought it'd be good seeing it all at night. So what I've managed to do, let's just punch a hole down here. We've managed to make a sizable hole all the way back down to the bottom. And as you can see, every level is a different colour. And I'm thinking of keeping that idea all the way through the temple. So it goes up here. It's going to run from about Y level 6. That's very close to bedrock. As tall as I'd like it to go. So I'm doing what I can in order to make it look the best I can. And I've got different coloured markers to highlight, so I know what I'm doing with it. But it is taking an awful long while, and all it is, as regards gameplay, is just doing continuing lines of things and marking things out and trying to work out where I want roofs and things. So I wanted to do something else today. Right, so I'm going to show you a new thing that I'm wanting to do. Is it me or is it getting dark? It's getting dark, ladies and gentlemen. The sun is setting. I never film this at the right time, do I? What a beautiful sunset. Right, that is beautiful. Right, as I was saying, what I want to do today, and we'll get started on it, is I want to create a project, a mansion, and I want to start it from the ground up, as if I've just built a little shed, one of my famous Bob sheds, as I call them. They're not famous at all, but as if I've built a shed, and what is it? I build up from there. So this is going to be the central focus. So I'm going to put a bench there just to mark out where the centre of my building's going to be. And then I'm going to need a bed immediately in order to restore daylight. Bed. I've just gone on the bed tab. Where's my beds? This is going to be so much fun. Bed. Right, so I'm going to have to go for the this and type. Bed. Yes. Let's do it. We'll have a red bed. We'll have the classic Minecraft red bed. There we go. So, there's his bed. We've got a tree. We'll have to clear the tree out of the way. Right, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go into time lapse and clear a little bit of space away. This is looking good. Little bit of space. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to start building the ground floor at level 76, and there's going to be a really good reason why. I want it on a slight hill, and any gardens it's going to have are going to be slightly sloped gardens, so it's going to blend into the landscape eventually. It's going to be a blight on the landscape. Right then, let's get to it. Right, so what are we going to do? Right, what I want to do is I want to get some blocks just to highlight. Scaffolding blocks might be alright, we'll use that even though we can fly. I use some pretty basic blocks just to begin with. We'll use cobblestone. That's a traditional... not a traditional block, but when they do medieval structures, or did medieval structures, but have all fancy arches and everything, and then behind the veneer of really fancy stone that you can see, they just have rubble. Right, so, let's get up to, this is going to be where we are. We're going to crouch so we can, not interact with the bench block, crafting bench block. We're on level 76, and we're going to, we're going to make a very weird kind of thing. There's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's get these trees out of the way. 1, 2, 3, 4. That would be 5, is it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I prefer Java where it puts a black outline round each block. I find it easier to count. There we go. Yep, that's gonna be beautiful. So what I do is I always build on a 9x9 grid because I'm boring. No, not because I'm boring. Yeah, because I'm boring. So say like this was our house, and the edges here also represent our walls. Let's just build some wall, right, and a bit of floor, so we don't fall through. So if it's our tiny little house, right, let's just build up a bit more. A 9x9 allows you just, oopsie daisy. Thank God we don't die. Right, let's just, oops. I can't get the controls right. Right, I want lighting. Lighting, torches, they'll do brilliantly. This means that it's the largest space that you can have, where if you've got torches on all the walls, you don't have to have any torches on the floor. There will be no mobs spawning so long as you stick to this grid. And you can make this grid larger by having pillars in the corners and building upon that. So yeah, and I learned this off a YouTuber called Direwolf20. He's amazing with modified Minecraft. I suggest you go YouTube him. Right, so we don't need this. So what we're going to do is just smash this all up. It's going to be quite a fluid build, is this. So what we're going to do is we're going to do this. I'm going to fill this in. And it looks like we're building like a suspended structure in midair, but this is going to be the ground level for the entire structure. And then what we're going to do is slowly blend it back into the surrounding landscape. So what we're going to do now is we're going to get a bit of wood. I'm more used to the controls for the Java edition. Mouse controls and keyboard are amazing. Let's go with some birch planks. I like birch. I like it. Right, and what we're going to do is we're going to completely forget that we've got a middle of this platform. We'll go do this. And we're going to do that. And whenever we've got a square, if we do diagonal lines of blocks, where they meet is the middle. So there we go. And we can just chase that all back because we don't need that. Sorry about the coughing and clearing of my throat. I do seem to have a bit of a mild cold. Bear with me. Don't know whether it's a mild cold at my age. I've got that many slight little medical conditions, but yeah. I'm a walking hypochondriac. Apart from hypochondriacs don't have conditions. I do. Anyway, let's not focus on that. Because I do love whittering around subjects instead of doing what I'm doing. So I'm just going to go into time lapse again, and we're going to build the little starter cabin. We're going to put a little bed in there, and we'll put a crafting bench here because we normally need a crafting bench. And give me a minute. I'll put a little furnace in here, and what we're going to do is we're going to put a door on. That would be good. We'll have a birch door. And there we have it. The very first stage of our mansion. Yes, it's just a tiny shed, there's no headroom, but we're going to build from here. So, what can we do with this room? We can go to sleep, that's brilliant. We can cook food, and we can do some crafting. In fact, speaking of which, let's do some crafting. Can we do crafting on here? I don't know. What we're going to do is we're just going to... chest. And we'll stick that there. And we've got a little... No, we haven't. We've got a little chest. And there we go. What a lovely little house. Although, I'll be scraping my head across the top of it. So what do we want to do now? What we want to do now is we want to think about making this bigger. So, yeah, what was the point of building this little shed if we need to build it bigger? Because I'm just going to grow this project. I'm not going with any basic design apart from building on a grid. And, yeah, it's going to be brilliant. Right then, let's start... making this a little bit better. We're just going to go back into time lapse again, and I'm just going to build a bit of a bigger cabin. Right, so we're in the inside now of our little starter cabin, and we're going to take this down because we don't need it. You see how what I said in the beginning of the video, that this was the largest space that we can make where we can put torches on the walls and not have to worry about lighting the floor with torches. So put the bed in the corner there. We'll put a couple of couple of chests there because we've now got more storage space. How about a couple of furnaces? And how about if I've still got it, give me a minute. I forgot what you call them now. There we go. There we go, a crafting bench. And then what I want to do is I want to create a couple of windows here and there. So, how do I do that then? So I want to glass. I'll go with glass blocks for now because that represents how early we are on in the game and that we may not have discovered glass panes just yet if we were on survival. So we'll do that, put some glass in there and maybe put some glass here. There we go. Maybe put a glass window there and a glass window here, and that's looking quite good. And now we might not want a glass window here. Well, I'd actually like to have one here. There we go. And look at this. This is not bad, is it? This could do actually as an ideal starter house for a survival mode, because it's got lighting all the way around it on the roof and stuff like that. It's got glass so you can see out of all sides. It's got the basics that you need, and if you want, you can put more storage in various areas. It's not a bad little starter house. Right then, I don't know how much time I've got left, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to end the video here, and in the next video I'm going to work on building other things. So yeah, I'm enjoying this. It was nice to just simply build a house in creative without worry about sorting everything. I normally play strictly in survival mode. Oh look, I've got a glass pane around my house. So if you like this video, like, share and subscribe. If you don't think this was too interesting, bear with the series, because I am building a massive mansion and we're just growing it slowly from the ground up, thinking about design choices as we go along. So enjoy your game, everybody, whatever you're getting up to in Minecraft. Keep crafting. Oh, I've just broken something. Bye-bye, everybody. Bye-bye.